Are we sold? Are we sold on Brock Purdy yet? Is he in fact the real deal?
I think he is, man. I got to give it up to him. I've been like really hesitant going through the Jimmy Garoppolo experience. We saw a guy that came out, looked good, and then turned into a pumpkin. I was thinking, hey man, Brock Purdy's the last pick in the draft. There's no way he can continue at this pace. And I've been really reluctant, hesitant to just crown the guy, but I'm giving him the damn crown at this point. Like what I saw yesterday was just, I mean, what can you say? I mean, yesterday his expected completion rate was 28% higher than what was expected, right? Before it was 5.1 was Brock Purdy's high. That 28% over expected completion rate is the highest out of all quarterbacks that have thrown 20 passes in the last 7 seasons. I mean, he's completing the deep balls that I wanted to see. He's checked all the boxes. I'm sold on Brock Purdy. Damn it. I'm sold on him.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm not sold yet, but this is why. This is the way I look at it. And nothing against Brock Purdy. His career started as better than any quarterback's career ever. I just feel like, I'll put it like this. I'm not sold on Jalen Hurts yet either. I compare these two a lot, Brock Purdy and Jalen Hurts, because to me, they're on the best teams in the NFL, those two guys. Mm-hmm. And it's hard to say how much Brock Purdy and Jalen Hurts carry their teams. Like Mahomes carries his team. Josh Allen carries his team. Those guys are the real deal for sure. Mm-hmm. We'll find out about Brock eventually after some years, after he gets paid, after the team doesn't have Javon Hargrave and Eric Armstead and Fred Warner and Nick Bosa and all that. He might be the real deal. But I still feel like he's on the best team in the league. And he does a very good job. But like he had a touchdown yesterday. It wasn't a touchdown pass, but he threw the ball backwards. And then McCaffrey went for 20 yards for a like the team is hella good.
Yeah.
Yeah. He might be the real deal, but if he were the real deal with this skill set, then that means that he'd be like Joe Montana 2.0. Like, yeah, he doesn't have the strongest arm, but everything else is off the charts. I feel like it's possible. It's possible that this guy somehow is the next Joe Montana. But let's see how he does against the Cowboys this week. Because last time he faced the Cowboys, they sort of had his number. He had all those weapons, and he was at home. And he put up 19 points, and the best thing he did was not turn the ball over. So, I don't know. I'm saying I do still have questions on Brock, but I also want to say I still have questions on someone like Jalen Hurts, who's been in the league a lot longer.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I held off on crowning him. It's just been such a small sample size, but he continued. I mean,
that's all I got left.
That's all I got left. Yeah.
That's all I got left. Like, he hit the deep throws. He's hella good.
Yeah, he is, man. And, you know, as a jaded Niner fan, a self-appointed jaded Niner fan, I hold off appointing quarterbacks because, you know, this is the franchise of Steve Young and Joe Montana. But let me clarify what I'm sold on. I'm sold on Brock Purdy as the quarterback for this team, the quarterback who can actually take them and win a Super Bowl. I believe I am sold on that at this point for Brock Purdy. Now, am I saying he's Patrick Mahomes, that you can put him on any team and he would be a lead on any team? I don't know about that, but I know on this team with Kyle Shanahan's offense and CMC out there and Brandon Ayuk and Debo and George Kittle and Trent Williams, I am 100% sold on Brock Purdy in that regard right now.
Especially at his price point. Like, I feel that the NFL created this strange quirk by making a rookie wage scale where it doesn't matter what you do. Like, where you get drafted determines how much you get paid the first 3, maybe 4 years of your career. There's nothing he can do to renegotiate his contract before the end of next season. So while you have this guy getting basically NFL minimum wage and he's, you know, leading the league in passer rating, it's kind of a quirk of a collective bargaining agreement that could change at some point, because this rookie wage scale isn't fair at all. He should be able to renegotiate right now, but he can't. And so you can put together an all-star team around him that will be here next year too, but eventually won't be. And then I think we'll see whether he's the real deal. But that wasn't really the question. Are you sold? And you said for this team, yes. And I am as well. I still just like to see him. It's just so hard because the NFL is so mediocre. Most weeks the team faces a really mediocre team that doesn't have much going for it. There's like 4 or 5 teams that matter. And the Niners, I don't even know they're facing one this week. I don't even know. Like, do the Cowboys matter? Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know. Honestly, what is it? It's the Bills right now. It's the Niners. It's the Eagles. And who else
is it there? Even the Dolphins?
I don't know.
It's the Chiefs.
It's the Chiefs. Yeah. I mean, There's a handful. I mean, the 49ers have played teams that have a combined record right now, and I think the Giants play tonight. Right now, the combined record is 6-9. So the teams they're playing have a 40% winning percentage. So they haven't been tested yet. I mean, obviously they're doing great with what they're doing, but they haven't been tested like they could possibly be tested this Sunday. Now, the Cowboys lost to the Cardinals. Niners just whooped on the Cardinals. But you pointed out Quinn. Quinn is exceptional against the 49ers. Seems like he knows how to defend them better than almost anybody. So we'll see. But as far as Brock Purdy's concerned, man, I gotta be sold. I mean, it's really remarkable what Brock Purdy's done. He hasn't lost a game he started or finished. It's insane.
It's remarkable. Yeah.
And he's the last pick in the draft. You know, it's the whole story is just it's a future after school special in the making.
Yeah.
Right now.
I feel like what's interesting about Brock too is he really hasn't been challenged much. He got hurt in that first drive of the NFC Championship game, but you could argue that was like fluky. The only game where he's really been challenged is Dallas in the playoffs, 19 points. It's the worst he's ever done. So that in that sense, it's going to be really interesting to see what Dallas does this week. They have a head coach who, they have a defensive coordinator who used to be Kyle's head coach. Mm-hmm. So they have like a, intimate knowledge of each other's schemes. And Dan Quinn has done a very good job against Kyle Shanahan since they split up.
Yeah.
That's interesting. And then they also have Micah Parsons.
I would say, I agree. You're right about that. But so there's a couple things with Brock Purdy coming in this season. One, his size was a question to me. He can't do anything about that. He's good, has been good about avoiding that contact. The other two questions, though, were, is he going to be able to step up in the pocket and make throws? I think he's done that this year. The other one was the deep ball. And this last game,
look at how quickly he improves. Look at how quickly he dedicates himself to something.
Coming off an elbow surgery. So it's like, I never expected that. Honestly, I didn't even think Brock was going to be able to start week 1, let alone come out and be better than he was last year. So we'll see, man. But I just think I'd be an a-hole if I had anything else to complain about at Brock at this point. He's checked all the boxes for me, man. So, I mean, is it possible he still turns into a pumpkin? I guess. I'll just have to see how it goes. But until that happens, I think I'm sold on him for now.
Yeah, fair enough. Let's take some super chats. Ryan says, "What's up, Grant? Love your show. I think we need to add another edge rusher at the deadline. What do you think? Edge rusher or corner? When Avery Thomas is on the field, it's scary. I don't know why he's on the field, but he's one play away at all times.
I think they're going to see how it plays out, and somebody gets injured or a weakness becomes more evident. We'll see, but I think you're right. Like corner is a question. I think people are giving up on the O-line as a question, but they're going to be tested this week against Dallas. This will be the best pass rush they face. So, we'll see if the right side is a question mark still. But anything can happen. Unfortunately, hopefully there's no injury, but I think that's what the Niners are waiting to see. Like, what's the need versus the want?
Yeah. They got another 30 days or so.